Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Cess Travel Vlogs live here in Negros Island. So today's episode, I'm gonna talk about the requirements as a Filipino wanted to visit Japan. So I started to apply a Japan visa last month, which is December 2022. So, and I found out that there are a lot of things, shall I say, requirements that I need to pass on the agency, which where I apply my Japan visa. So, first thing and foremost, I would like to tell you what is the first requirement. So I have here the papers that telling me what do I need to pass in the agency. So first is the Philippine passport. So which I have it already. I able to get my passport last 2018, and also I did able to visit different countries already. So this would be my 13 countries to visit to, which is a bit strict, but I am really, I'm really strong and excited. And even though it's a bit hard to get all the requirements, but I'm willing to do it because this is one of my dream country that I would love to explore and visit. And yeah, so let's start with the first one, which I mentioned earlier, Philippine passport, and then visa application form. So this visa application form that I mentioned here, I already fill up that one. I cannot show it to you right now, the sample, because I already passed it into the agency. And then also photo. There are list of things here that I need to pass, like it should be, the specs is 4.5 centimeter times 3.5 centimeter with white background. So I did able to pass that one already. And then the next one is birth certificate. So that's number 4. So I got a problem with my birth certificate, guys, because I already did a lot of requests from the PSA in the Manila, and then the agency said that Japan is a bit strict about this, and there are some letters there that they cannot read. So I have to request another birth certificate, which is from the local birth certificate from the local local office. I think that's what they mean here. And then my mother able to get that 4 copies, and she did bring it here last month. So, and I show it to the agency, and they accept that one, so I was happy. So anyway, the next one was marriage certificate. So I really need this one, guys, because since I'm married to my husband Martin last June last year, so I also have to show it to them, that I'm married. And then they able to get the one copy only, guys. And then another one, number 6, guys, is daily schedule in Japan. So this is very important, guys. They really want to know what are you doing there in Japan, how many days you're gonna stay there. So for example, like me, we are planning to stay in Japan for at least 7 days. So I have to really fill up the schedule of stay, like from day 1 to the last day that I'm gonna stay there. So I did able to fill up that one and able to manage, like, what are we gonna do on those 7 days in Japan. So, and they also accept that one, so I'm happy as well. And then so there are number 7 and number 8 here, but it's not applicable to me, so we'll skip that one. So the number 9 is personal bank certificate or bank statement. So I have a problem with this, guys. So I will tell you the story. So anyway, I did able to open a new bank account video in Darwin, where I live right now, and I thought it's gonna be they will accept that one, it's gonna be acceptable. But I did open that one last month, first week. So the requirements here said that at least I have to pass them the 3 months of transaction within 3 months. So since I opened it last month, it's not accepted. So I have to go to downtown and try to ask another bank statement and bank certificate to my BPI bank account. So also guys, aside from that, there is a certain amount that you have to put in your bank, and then I'm gonna tell you, I think, the right amount. So at least 70,000 balance in that account, because that 70,000 pesos could you can use that one when you go to Japan. I think that amount is already enough for you to spend. It depends really guys what you're gonna buy and where you're gonna stay, because as I search in the hotel accommodation in Japan, it's a bit expensive, like how much is that? $200 per night for the most. And I think there is $100, but usually it's like 200 or 250 US dollar per night. So anyway, since we are going to attend the wedding of our best friend, so it's my chance as well to be able to visit Japan. And so much for that. But finally guys, I did able to send another bank certificate and bank statement yesterday, just yesterday. The bank issued me that, and I have to pay 100 pesos each page. So for the bank certificate, I pay 100 pesos, and for the bank statement, because it's 2 pages, so I have to pay 200. So I paid 300 pesos of all that stuff, and bring it to the agency yesterday, and I'm so happy they accept that one. Yay! And so anyway, let's proceed. That's one of the problem I have before, and I'm so worried, like, oh my god, what should I do now? So, and here's another number 10, another requirements that I am having hard time to get it guys, which is the income tax return / letter of explanation. So I am, if it depends guys, what is your status, if you do have business, or in my case guys, I don't have business, we don't have business, but Martin is giving me an allowance, so that's why I have a certain amount in my bank. So what they want from me is a letter of explanation, because I'm not, did I pay tax or something? Maybe not, because it's allowance. It's not about having a business, not that sort of stuff. So I have to make a letter explaining them, where did I get that money, where did I get, how did it happen, So since I'm married, so I have to explain to them that I'm married, my husband is supporting me since blah blah blah, and I'm gonna show you a quick sample of the letter that I made. So this is the one guys, this is the letter that I made, explaining to them, why I don't have tax, what is this, income tax return, and they did able to accept it yesterday. I'm so happy. And then problem solved. And then also guys, another requirements here is wedding invitation, or shall I say invitation letter from Japan, because as a Filipino we really need to have that. But if you're a foreigner, for example you're from the US, you don't need these requirements guys. So I just want to clarify that all these requirements is for Filipino citizen. So if you're a Filipino citizen, you wanted to visit Japan, this is all the requirements that I mentioned guys. You need to undergo with this. And if you don't want to do it by yourself, you can go to the agent and let them tell you everything that you need, especially the requirements, and they will also assist you to do this thing. So I will come back in a few minutes. Hey guys, I'm back. So this is our part 2. So as I mentioned, the last part of my video is about the letter, right? I was talking about the invitation letter that we, as a Filipino, we need that. So my letter is from my best friend who is a Japanese. So it's her wedding, so that's why we're gonna go to Japan and attend their wedding. And aside from that, because it's gonna be 7 days, we're gonna explore around Tokyo or other things that we might do there. But I also specify that on the schedule of my stay, which is one of the requirements and applying Japan visa. So another things that I remember. Oh, by the way, yesterday I surrendered also my passport to the agency because they have to pass that one to the Japan immigration in Cebu, and I'm gonna wait until they're gonna put stamp on my passport, and I'm ready to fly to Japan. And one thing that is lacking for me right now, guys, is the invitation. You know, wedding invitation letter from Japan, because they sent it last January 1, and until now I didn't able to get it. So it will take a while. But it's already in the Philippines and ready for delivery. So hopefully within this week or the next week, I will be able to receive it, and I will give it to the agent, and they will start sending all my requirements to the embassy in Cebu. So, and I don't know if I forgot something, guys, that I would like to I would like to inform to you, but yeah, those are the requirements. As what I said earlier, this is the requirements you need if you're a Filipino citizen. But if you're a foreigner or American, I don't know which country you're from, but just for example, if you're a US citizen, you don't need this stuff, you know, because you are free. I think even you have 1 month free visa to get in there in Japan. So, and by the way, I'm gonna talk about more about the letter. So just give you an example, because I don't have really any idea, guys, how to explain, how to make a letter of explanation about the ITR or income tax return that they're gonna ask me. So anyway, I did able to get samples from the online and try to what do you call that, rewrite it in the way that what's going on, in the way that, you know, it tells me like, or tell them that it told them like what is wrong, why I don't have income tax return. So for example, like I am personally writing this letter to explain why I failed to present an income tax return, and as part of requirements to obtain a single entry visa to Japan. The reason why I did not have an ITR is because my husband is supporting me since blah blah blah. However, next paragraph, my finances are enough to cover my trip expenses. So I prepared a set aside this amount, certain amount of Philippine money, as an emergency funds in my personal bank account for my 7 days trip in Japan. So I put there, guys, emergency funds because Martin said that we will use the credit card to if we're gonna get money to spend whatever we're gonna buy and spend in Japan. So we usually use the credit cards everywhere, wherever we go, guys, outside and inside the country. We usually use that one because he has that. I have my own credit card, but I don't really use it. So yeah. And also the next one, my husband, retired ship captain, will finance the entire trip. So I really specify there, guys, you know, so that it's easy for them to understand my situation. I believe that this amount is enough for all expenses if my husband is incapacitated and unable to pay due to some emergencies. So it's really clear. And the next paragraph is about, so the primary purpose of this trip is to attend our best friend's wedding, blah, blah, blah. And our accommodations have been already reserved by the groom at this hotel. And then the wedding venue is at this place on the blah, 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 on this date. So I just don't want to mention right now, guys, the place, the location, and when. But just to give you a hint how to make a ITR or letter of explanation if you don't have business, and then they're gonna ask you why you have this certain money in your bank account, like me. So, and also, guys, in the next paragraph, I explain here that having traveled extensively inside the Philippines, my own country, my husband and I also visited together how many different Asian countries as I listed below. So I put it here, guys, the name of the country, and then what month and year. So I mentioned that one here. And also, most recently, we visited Thailand. That was November 2022. It is my and my husband's hope to take this opportunity to visit the beautiful country of Japan and witness the marriage of our best friend. So, yeah, it's really clear, right? And then for your reference, I've also attached my bank statement and bank certificate as a proof of emergency funds. Sincerely, my name. So, now you have already idea, guys, how to make ITR or letter of explanation if you don't have business and you have big certain amount of money in your bank. So if you're also a blogger, then you can also minimize or just a bit of example, or you can message me, guys, if you want a sample. If you don't have any luck to search, the sample, and then you're planning to go to Japan or other countries, guys, like Korea also. If you want to visit Korea, they're gonna ask you this, so you better have to an advanced knowledge, so search about. Sometimes, guys, there are some requirements that is not showing online, so you better go to the agent and ask for all the requirements. It's like they're gonna assist you, so any updates. So for the moment, as what I said earlier, I am waiting for the invitation from Japan and then pass it to the agent, and that's it. I'm gonna wait for the approval, and if we're gonna have an approval this next month probably, and we can search more about buying the ticket, because during the process, guys, you are not allowed to buy round trip ticket, because it's not sure that they will approve the visa, right? So also same with the hotel, so you don't have to book ahead of time, but you can use a sample, like this is the possible hotel that we're gonna stay, this is the possible things that we're gonna do in Japan, like that stuff. And also we are planning to have a road trip, but since it's raining, it's a rainy season, by the way. This month, guys, is one of the coldest month of this year. Of this year here in the Philippines. Usually it's January, and then it started December, but usually in January it's more colder here. It's not like the coldest, guys, like it's snowing. No, it's not like that, but for Filipino it's a bit cold. Yeah. And anything else that I would like to share to you guys? Road trip, and then we're not planning to visit other countries before Japan, because of Martin's passport is not with us, it's in the agent also, because he got already, guys, approved with his 13A visa. So they're holding the passport right now and waiting for the stamp. And anyway, I also informed them that by March, hopefully, we are flying to Japan. So they have to keep on updating or keep on follow-upping about the passport stamp, so that we can fly to Japan by March. So I think that's it for today. Thank you so much, guys, for watching my video and my YouTube channel, and don't stop following my journey. And also, I'm sure you can get anything important from my blog, and especially if you're a traveler, or you about relationship as well, guys, if you need an advice. So I do live stream before, so if you want to know more about that, scroll down and look at my videos that I do live stream and travel blogs. So it's like a mix. So anyway, thank you for watching, and don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and share if you do like this video. And thank you so much once again. This is Cess Travel Blogs live here in Negros Island. Take care always, guys, and have a great day. Bye. See you on my next vlog. Mwah, mwah. Chuk chuk. Bye bye. Have a great day.